Hey guys, guess what? It's March. We all know what that means. We're getting a lot closer to the fun time. A lot closer. Guys, we got your Saturday bets here today. We'll be talking college basketball, obviously, on both sides of the gender pool. On top of that, I'm sure we're going to have other stuff NBA, NHL, college baseball. Who the hell knows what else pops up? Stay tuned. Make sure you get ready to lock it in. Let's get it. Hey, welcome in, everybody. My name's Tanner Dawson, of course, with the Record Sports Hub. Join with me is Alan Prowlis and Scott Cobe. What's up, guys?
Nice day yesterday.
Nice day yesterday.
Made $100. Gave Tanner a bonus bet, which hit. Nice day yesterday.
Took care of one of my $20 bonus bets I have out of the two. It's weird. I've done so many of those no sweat parlays that out of like the 5, I only have 2 that I have to deal with. So that means you're winning the other 3 at the $20 mark. So I'll take that. We do got another one for those aware. At DK right now, DraftKings, there is another parlay bonus bet, no sweat bet going on. So make sure you guys get that in for today because there are some games for it, and we're going to be discussing those. So, guys, I don't have records updated. Shame on me. Calm down. We'll get those going as we go. We don't need to talk about that just yet. That's fine. We'll really get it going when it comes time. But like I said, we got college bets in the baseball and basketball world. We're going to be talking.
I was going to say, can we just do a clean slate? Can we just wipe the slate clean and start?
No, it's notated here. I'll get it updated. So make it look good, but by the time hopefully I get to it, we'll also be talking NHL as well, and I'm sure we got some other stuff that we can drop in. So, but let's get to it, guys. We're 55 minutes or less than 55 minutes now till the tip off of the day in the NCAAA basketball world. There's some major games out there today. Now, I'm not going to break it up by time frame. I'm going to let this be a general discussion of the day of NCAA basketball, of what we want to talk about. Well, we got some big games out there today. I'll just, highlight a couple here.
I've seen the light, Tanner, by the way.
I'm sure you have.
The light.
Auburn, Kentucky is a big one. Then we have, of course, honestly, it seems weird because they're not ranked. But this Texas Tech Kansas game is actually a pretty big game for both teams. So I will highlight that one. Oklahoma, Ole Miss, who has been on a struggle lately. It's a chance for them to rebound in this today because they need it. Lord of mercy, they need it. You have Alabama, Tennessee, USC, and Oregon going at it today. Battle of the West there. There's so many games. And there's like a bunch of small schools I won't name yet that I like a lot. I won't name them, though. I won't name them for you. Oh, I like Creighton Xavier. I think that's going to be a hell of a game. Somehow Creighton's not favored. Blows my mind, but what do I know? Man, we keep going down. What am I missing here? In the evening slate, Florida State, Duke. Can Duke pull off that 22.5 against Florida State? Who hasn't looked bad, but they haven't looked great either. We got a nobody U coming into play. I'm sure that's on somebody's radar, at least. Georgia, Texas. Georgia, Texas should be interesting. A&M and Florida. Arizona, Iowa State. What's our late games like, guys? Gonzaga, San Francisco.
Yep.
Hello.
I got to play
and
there.
UC Davis, Hawaii. I mean, maybe we'll get another Hawaii bet from you guys in this ranks now that they're favored. So, but we want to start, guys.
I can't stay up late tonight. I can't watch Hawaii, so no bet on them. Let's start with the Kentucky Auburn game. Probably one of the biggest of the day. I have Auburn. I think this is a bad matchup for Kentucky. I think Auburn Kentucky does not defend the interior well. The inside the arc defense is terrible. Not good. Not terrible, but not good.
Not good.
Auburn's going to make their hay inside the arc today, I think. This is a bad matchup with Kentucky. Kentucky's missing one of their top 2 players, I think, today. He's out. That makes it even harder. And Kentucky's not the model of consistency this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Auburn, who a lot riding on this game today, needs to keep winning to be the overall number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. I think they beat Kentucky by at least 7 today.
Well, look,
let's not forget, Scott, too. Also, earlier in the week, if not for a coaching snafu, they lose to Oklahoma in Norman. So, like you said, Kentucky is very inconsistent. Yes, they're a top 25
team.
Yes,
they're at home.
Yes,
you need
they're
to
at
get
home today.
These guys, they're at home. Not the road.
Kentucky is not on the level of Auburn right now.
Right. I don't think so. I think Auburn is gonna. I think Auburn's gonna win the game by 7 at least. I just think Auburn is one of those teams that if the spread is 5 or lower, it's almost like an automatic play. They're just that good. So I love Auburn.
ESPN has it at -4.5 right now, Scott.
Absolutely. See, I would take Auburn in that situation.
It's at -4.5. It's at -4.5 for Auburn right now.
-5.5 up at DraftKings still. So
I got it at 4.5 when it dropped. It was 4.5. 4.5. Yeah. So
5.5. I looked at it first. So
anything under 5 for me with Auburn, the best team in the country, it's an auto play. It's just an auto play. It's go with Auburn and don't even look back. I just think Auburn's that good this year. I think they're going to be in the Final Four.
Yeah, but we said that, and look what they did. A few weeks ago. We say like these Saturday games are money, right? They go out and beat Alabama on the road, but then they go crap themselves otherwise, and it's Kentucky. Kentucky is different at home than they are on the road. Obviously,
no doubt.
They're, like I said, they're 6-2. Their last 8 home games, and they've covered the last three games here at home. And this is saying at a +4.5, like 5.5, even +5.5. I don't mind it. Cover if you really want to take Kentucky, if you really want to, 5.5. I'd take 5.5. You're at home.
Yeah,
money line. They're 18-2 at home in the last 20 games.
But the one thing that they have not played Auburn this year at home, or they have not played Auburn at all. This is the first and only matchup unless they meet in the tournament, SEC tournament. So I just think Auburn's that team this year. I really do. There's always that one team that you look at and say, I'm very confident that they're gonna get really deep in the tournament. Auburn's that team this year. They just have everything that you want. So I love Auburn a lot. I just think Auburn's going to beat Kentucky easily today. Not easily, but by 7. So
yeah, I don't think it'll be easy.
No, I know it's not going to be easy. That was the bad choice of word.
So I do got 11 o'clock game. I do want to highlight here. If you guys haven't jumped on it yet, Clemson, Virginia. Clemson only -7.5 on DK. Only 7.5. But we just watched North Carolina destroy Virginia. And you're telling me Clemson can't destroy Virginia? I also like the over total.
It's only 6.5 on ESPN Bet right now. It's only 6.5.
6.5. I know ESPN Bet is sneaky about their lines. They're really trying to get a lot of plays in.
That's even better. That's even better. I took Clemson today. I love Clemson a lot today. They're another team that's really good. So
there it is. Tigers. Virginia's hit. The over has hit in 5 of Virginia's last 5 home games. So over 131.5. I think it's 132 now. Oh no, still 131.5. I like the over in this game here.
Yep.
That's such a stretch here. There's a stat here, and you got to really look at these things, right? You can't just base trends off trends, but there's a stat here saying the Virginia Cavaliers are 23-8 in their last 31 games at home. But then if you look at all the recent games, there's a lot of red there. Yeah, that's a stretch. Give me Clemson. Clemson 6-0 on the road against the spread.
Do you think people disrespect Clemson in the spreads?
Oh, yeah.
I do too. I think this is a disrespectful spread to Clemson. 6.5 at ESPN Bet. I'm all on Clemson. Clemson's going to win this game easily. North Carolina destroyed Virginia. What is Clemson going to do? So
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I know it's senior day in Virginia. I know all that stuff. I get that. Okay. Maybe there's a little bit more energy in the arena. But has anybody watched Virginia this year? They're not good at all. So
they are not.
Yeah, Clemson.
They are
Clemson
not
good. No.
Now
As we
you
said
could,
last-
I like the over because they do tend to go actually over. This isn't the same Virginia team that we've seen in past years, right? Where they play defense. This team does not play defense.
No. As we said in Rec Room Sports last night, because we were going through NBA award stuff, shop around. You'll find a better number someplace, and ESPN Bet is the best number today, 6.5. So
I like that. I like that number there. What else you guys got, Alan? What are you looking at game wise today? College basketball.
I mean, the game you're probably going to be keeping an eye on all day, Tanner's Texas Tech and Kansas.
Your boys against my boys, you know.
Technically, yes, family wise, but yeah, Texas Tech coming off a disappointing loss to TCU, coming off a disappointing loss that they probably could have won against Houston. Did bounce back in their last game, but this is probably a huge road test for them. Kansas hasn't really been the same, or at least this year they haven't.
It's a new season. Didn't you hear? The season started over after the Oklahoma State game is what I got told, or what Bill Self said. The players and the coaching staff said new season started over, and now they're 2-0 in March, going into March. 2-0.
Fun. Guess what? One of my locks is Texas Tech plus 4.5. Sorry.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
But can you blame him? You can't. You can't.
No, not really. Not really. I don't care what Bill Self says.
Texas Tech is a really good team too, so got to give them their props.
Yeah, if we look here, the Red Raiders are 8-2 in their last 10 games on the road. They lost last game on the road, and they lost I can't remember what game it was. There was one game that they ended up losing. Oh, the Arizona game. So you lost to at TCU game on the 18th. What the hell is that? But whatever. 66-69. Nice.
He was kind of scrappy, especially at home.
But you lost to Arizona, right? And you're losing. You beat at Houston, which is a tough one by itself, as well on the 1st of February. So like these guys can play on the road. I actually don't hate the pick because I was really surprised to see KU even favored. And I'm honestly here. I haven't hit the button yet, but I'm very tempted to hit that plus 170 money line for Texas Tech. Not that I don't believe in my Jayhawks.
170.
But from a betting perspective, a team that's beat other big teams on the road, a plus 170 in Allen for this year isn't the craziest thing to hit.
I've been on Texas Tech all year long.
I haven't touched it yet.
It's been, and they've been phenomenal every time I picked them. So, I'll take that plus 4.5. Thank you.
Take that plus 4.5. I don't blame you. I don't blame that. I look. I don't hate it. There's mindset changes. There's trying to get chemistry changes up in the Jayhawks organization right now. Like I said, according to them, they're 2-0, and that's since Oklahoma State, right? And we've seen them play a lot better as of the last 2 games. There's after the Utah debacle. That's for damn sure. BYU and Utah destroying them, and apparently there was fights on the plane. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So, look, this Jayhawks team, this is a big game for them. They have to prove it. They have to. And quite frankly,
congratulations! You beat Oklahoma State and Colorado. Your last 3 games are number 10 Texas Tech, number 4 Houston at Houston, and number 22 Arizona. Have fun.
Yeah. Not that it's KU's in the tournament, right? We already know this. Like that's not the issue here. The issue is how are you going to finish against these ranked teams to get ready for tournament play? I don't care about the Big 12 tournament.
How are you going to do in the Big 12 tournament too?
I don't care. I hope we lose in the first game. I hope we lose the first game so we can just sit out, because I'd never have cared about that tournament to begin with. Even though it's hosted here in Kansas City, I could care less what the Jayhawks do with that tournament, because I'm rooting for us, the Big 12, to get another team in the tournament. So I hope that team, whoever it may be, West Virginia, a crappier team like K-State or something like that, sneaks in, wins the tournament. So then we have just another team added into the field for a Big 12. That's the only reason I care about the tournament. Never cared about KU winning it. So like that's the thing, is I want us to finish strong here. The next 3 games, right? Tech, at Houston at the last game, and then who was the other one you said?
Arizona.
Arizona. That's who it is. So I want us to go and win. I want us to win all 3. I don't care if it looks convincing or not. Go win the damn game, like it should be, and then go blow the first game of the tournament. Sit out, rest up, go practice, get ready, and be ready for that following Thursday. Plain and simple. So I know, weird mindset, but the Big 12 is a weird mindset in general. So in that game. So, but yeah, no, I'm right there with you, Alan. I'm probably, when I go finalize my picks, I'm probably picking Texas Tech money line, because right now it's just too sweet. And then I'll watch, and if we're staying in the game, then I might lean towards a Kansas spread in the end, live bet. But that'd be my 2 possible bets right now for that game.
I have 3.
Ooh.
Well, I have more than 3, but I have 3 that.
Yeah. Obviously, we got more than 3. But
Has anybody that's been watching the show this year? Tanner Dawson University is American University.
I was just looking at that game.
They are getting 4.5 points.
It's 3.5 now on freaking
it's 3.5
PK. Yeah.
They're in first place in the Patriot League. Colgate is 13-17. Why is American University getting any points today? I know it's at Colgate, but it doesn't matter. American University has a lot to play for today. I'm taking American University plus 3.5. I think they win the game outright today, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know it's Colgate's senior year. Colgate's been really good in the Patriot League over the years. This is not a regular Colgate team. They got 7 losses in the Patriot League. They have no shot. The only shot they have is pass an Army to get into 3rd seed for the Patriot League tournament. American can clinch a share of the Patriot League tournament today with a win with Bucknell. I'm taking American. I think American wins this game. I just think you've given me points for a first place team in the league. Give me the points. I'm taking it. So I like American University today. Green Bay has covered their last 2 games. Doug Gottlieb University. Oakland the coach has been there for 40 years. He's getting ready for the conference tournament. Oakland is a staple in the conference tournament. They win it more times than they don't. I know they're giving 7.5. I know they don't have a winning record. I'm still taking Oakland. I still think this is the get ready for the conference tournament, the Horizon League tournament. And I think Oakland wins the game by double digits. The last one I'll give, I said it on the text chain, Chicago State is bad on offense. I gave Tanner Mercyhurst the other night. He said, Mercyhurst clubbed Chicago State. St. Francis of Pennsylvania is minus 8.5. I think they're at home. It doesn't matter. I'm taking St. Francis, Pennsylvania. Chicago State can't score the ball on offense.
Yeah, Chicago State ain't scoring jack.
Yeah.
So the American game, right? Going back to that here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Here's some interesting trends, right? And these are, I'll give you I'll give you all 3 because they're all actually interesting and they relate. So Colgate is 2-9 against the spread in their last 11 games as a favorite, which is interesting. But yet on the other side of things, the American Eagles are 4-10 in their last 14 games on the road, and that includes 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the last 5 or 6 games recently of not winning the game. Plain and simple. It's interesting. It really is. Like it's a weird take. I think the bet I'm taking here for this game, because I do want to bet this game because I like American this year. I'm not taking the spread. I'm not taking any money lines. I'm taking the over at 141.5. They've hit it 4 of the last 5 games, recently 2. And at what did I get at 140.5? I'll take this. Like you said, it's senior day, right? Senior day
Senior
for
day at Cobe.
Cobe?
Yep.
So you're gonna have emotions there. You're gonna have guys flying around. Americans got to stay in the game. I like this 140.5 over right now. So I'm down for that.
The other trend I'll give you, and I didn't find it, Cornell in the Ivy League plays a lot of high-scoring games. So if you see them, they're going to be in the Ivy League tournament, I think. I don't know if they're playing today. They're playing today, but I didn't see a line on it.
Oh, find it.
If the over-under is in the 150s, Cornell at 80.
Oh, they play tomorrow. Play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow. Didn't you say Cornell had 82 points at halftime or something? Again,
it was 62 or 6. It was either 62 or 67 last night in the first half. In the first half. I would look at Cornell team total over on Sunday because I think they can make get that. I think they're going to score in the 80s every game. My prayer is Cornell wins the Ivy League and they play Alabama in the first round or something because that thing is going to be over 200 points. So that's my prayer. Yeah, no, I'm fair there. I know we got the 11 o'clock games dropping in about 30 minutes here. There is a game to look for, and you might have to dig into a little bit more for detail here. But it is going to be that Butler-Villanova game here that starts at 11 o'clock Central, 12 Eastern. Villanova's 12-2 in the last 14 games at home. 12-2. They beat St. Joseph, UConn, and I think Creighton as well. All at Villanova. And it's like, for some reason, it's a different place to play for these teams that killed them when Villanova's on the road. So I don't get that. The overs hit 7 of the last 10 home games as well. And then Villanova is 10-4 against the spread in the last 14 home games, which right now they're 3-3 in the last 6. And you're facing a Butler team who I haven't been impressed with at all. I think it's 7.5 spread here right now. Isn't far out.
No, it's too small. Should be like 10.5 or 11.5 or something.
Right.
I think.
And I might take that minus 3.5 in the first half for instead. Because I legit see Butler just crumbling.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? The other game that I like today, Providence is all sorts of banged up. They're hurt beyond belief. UConn's given 7.5. I think I might lean toward UConn, even though they have not played well lately.
Are we really betting UConn today? I mean, aren't we tired of betting UConn?
Well, I mean, they got.
I know.
Providence is just like all banged up. I heard an injury report today. They got like almost their whole team is questionable or out today. So it's like, my God, if UConn could sleepwalk through the game and win by 10 probably, but I mean, which they probably will now that I say it. See, I put it in existence, but I just think that UConn has got to show that they're UConn at some point, and they're getting ready for the Big East tournament. It's within 10 days. And I think they just, Dan Hurley, if he's as good a coach as I think he is, they're going to steamroll Providence today.
So Providence has only covered twice in the last 6 games, as underdogs. So I'm not locking it in, but I'm not locking it in. But I think it's worth a check on it.
It's an in game. If UConn is sleepwalking and they're behind against Providence, then I would stay away from it. But if they're like up 8-2 early, then UConn's there to play today. So,
Alan, is Oklahoma going to beat Ole Miss with Oklahoma on the road?
They need to.
I know they need to.
Ole Miss has been struggling, and you need a win to basically stay alive. That it could come down, if you win today, it could come down to that Texas-Oklahoma game at the end to see which one of these two teams ends up getting into the tournament, because both of them are on the fringe right now. I believe both Oklahoma and Texas are in the last 4 out. So you need to win. You need to win today. I know you're going on the road in Oxford today. But again, like we said, Ole Miss has struggled lately. You need to take advantage of it while the iron's hot. And then, of course, you've got Missouri coming in next game. But you're probably not going to win that one. So you need to win 2 of your last 3 games. You need to beat Ole Miss
rough.
and you need to beat Texas.
2-7.
Otherwise, you're not
on the road.
Otherwise, you're not getting in. Yeah.
I mean, I had said it when they were 13-0. They're going to start off okay in the SEC. Then they're going to hit a gauntlet for a schedule. And then the schedule lightens up a little bit. Now, I didn't know Missouri at the time was going to be as good as they are, but
nobody did.
Nobody did. But, yeah, Oklahoma probably needs – they got 3 games left, you said, Alan?
3 games, yep.
They probably need to win at least 2 of these and then
win a tournament game.
Win a tournament game to get in. They're right on square on the bubble right now. That's a bubble team for sure.
Right now, as the tournament is set up, I looked at the SEC tournament yesterday. Right now, they are in matchups against teams that they have beaten in the SEC already. I believe Arkansas and I want to say Mississippi State would be their 2 teams that they would play in the first 2 rounds if the season ended today. So that's actually kind of favorable because it's teams that they've beaten before and that they know that they can beat. But again, you need to win 2 of these last 3 games, if not all 3 games, to have a shot.
I think Arkansas loses to South Carolina today.
I was just about to bring that game up. I see nothing betting wise of why I would touch Arkansas right now. And
right.
South Carolina's at home. Arkansas is on the road. This Arkansas, again, very inconsistent team. And South Carolina just beat Texas, and that's actually a good momentum sweetener going into the Arkansas game, who is very inconsistent.
South Carolina has not won a conference game at home. It's senior day at South Carolina. Arkansas will be going into a buzzsaw because that fan base and that team will want to win today's game to win one conference game at home.
I just don't trust. I can't trust Arkansas.
I can't trust Calipari in the spot. I just can't do it. I love Calipari. From his UMass days, I think he resurrected that program. Today against South Carolina, I can't trust it. I would lean South Carolina if I'm going anywhere in that game. And that's a stretch, but that's what I would lean. And how is North Carolina favored by almost 17 against anybody, even if it's Miami and Florida?
I was trying to figure that out. Aren't they the same team?
Yeah, the same team that we've seen all year long. I know Miami's going to be scrappy today. They're going to just go
even the money lines are wild, right? Minus 2,400. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I wish I had the nerve to take Miami plus 1,200. I just wish I had the nerve, but I can't do it. The money line, I can't do it. I'd love to, but
I'm not doing it. There's no shot. There's no shot.
No, I agree. So
that's wild.
Yeah, I mean it's utterly ridiculous. The other game I like today, Vermont's been playing a whole lot better. They have revenge against UMBC. UMBC beat them in Vermont. So I think Vermont wins by 10 today. I think Vermont's played a lot better lately. So I like Vermont today to win by 10. Over
Vermont's really stepped up. I bet them a couple times as of recent. They haven't won that much, but they've really stepped up. By the way, 6.5 finally hit for DK's book, so for Clemson.
Okay. Yeah, so Clemson 6.5 is almost like an auto play for me against Virginia.
Oh, easy. Actually, I'm doubling down because I took 7.5, so I like that game that much.
The other 2 games I like, Gonzaga, San Francisco, I like over the total. Over the total.
I love the over. And remember, too, you got to remember, too, at Gonzaga, last time this team played, San Francisco was up, I think, going into half. And they were up by like 6 or 7, ended up staying competitive, and that thing did go over. I like that game. I'm waiting until probably closer to
tip. Yeah.
More of a live game bet for me in that one. But I don't know if San Francisco wins, but I do like that over in the total for them because that game's actually going to be a really good game. Over 157.5. San Francisco's played really well this year. They really have.
Yeah, they
we've
have.
seen Gonzaga struggle on the road against these certain teams. I'm probably going to be more of an in-bet game there since it starts at 10 and see,
Yep.
see how the day's gone. But that's a game I'm highlighted. That's for sure.
Yeah, and the last one before we go to Allen is Utah State plus 2.5. I like them a lot today. At 5-1 as an underdog, and they have probably one of the best backcourts in the country. So if you give me one of the best backcourts in the country and you give me a 5 out of 6 as an underdog, I'll take you. I'll put my money behind you. So I like Utah State plus 2.5. I think they win the game. So
all right, Alan, what games are we missing, man? What games are we missing?
Not necessarily looking at the game in particular, but at a team overall for the week, I want to say Alabama. They have a really good chance to either make or break their tournament status going forward within the last 3 games, because you go to Tennessee today, you've got Florida at home in the middle of the week, and then you end the season in the Iron Bowl at Auburn. So if they win all 3 of those games, you could make a really good case that Alabama could be a number 1 seed, especially if they do very well in the SEC tournament. But it's going to be a gauntlet for Alabama to go through, especially 2 road games in hostile environments. It's going to be rough. But if they do it, all power to them.
Yeah,
they better win 2 out of 3, because if they don't, they're looking at a 2 or 3 seed. Because they're going the other way right now. I think they're not going into these 3 games with a lot of steam, so to speak. They give up a lot of points, so I would look at the overs in those games more than anything. If it's in the 160s, I definitely would go over.
Well, yeah, isn't this game here like really low? 159.5.
That's low.
That's low for an Alabama team.
Everybody's giving Tennessee credit for their defense. That's why it's so low.
It's at Tennessee. That's what they're giving. That's why.
And at Tennessee. But Alabama scored on everybody. There's not a team they haven't scored on, I don't think. I think they've scored in the 80s almost every game. So
I think so too.
So you're asking Tennessee to get what? 70? 75? Because Alabama's going to get almost 90. So
and they got to keep up with them.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you, Tanner. I would go over on that game today. I think it's going to be an over game.
What do we think about this Georgia-Texas game? Because Georgia coming off a big victory there. Texas.
Terrible.
I mentioned it earlier, Tanner. This is a fringe bubble team right now. They need to get some quality wins. And, again, that Oklahoma game might determine if one of those 2 teams gets into the tournament. So Texas needs to get some kind of momentum going quickly. Otherwise, they're not going to be in the tournament this year.
I don't have Texas in the tournament.
Yeah.
I think Ron Terry is an awful coach. I don't think fundamentally Texas is sound. I think they lack. So I would pick Georgia today. I think Georgia, if they win this game today, I think they're squarely in the tournament. They're another SEC team that gets in the tournament. If they lose today, they go on the bubble. So I love Georgia today in this spot. I don't care where the game is. I think they're gonna win.
Yeah. Right now, looking at the bracketology that they have on ESPN right now, they have Texas as the last team in, Georgia as the first team out.
Yeah, that should be swift.
Survive. Texas isn't surviving.
No, Texas is terrible. Texas is going to be a first-round exit in the SEC tournament, no matter who they play, I think.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who they play. They're going to be at the bottom of the
Again, I give Oklahoma more of a shot to make a little bit of a run in the tournament more than Texas, because at least you have a good coach in Porter Moser. You have some decent players there that can help you put some points on the board. It's just the problem with Oklahoma is they have had trouble finishing games. That has been their biggest problem all season long, is they cannot finish games. But if you get a good matchup in the first couple rounds, you could see Oklahoma backdoor their way into the tournament.
I agree with you. I
like it. All right, guys, we got some more sports to pop into, so let's get it going here and let's lock in these bets here. Yeah, so we're gonna give you 3 to 6 bets here that we are locking in ourselves. This is what we like. This is what we think is a guarantee, essentially. and something you should probably look into and bet on. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay, Scott.
Utah State plus 2.5.
Okay.
Are we going Auburn 4.5 or 5.5? Because I got Auburn at 4.5.
All right, let's do 4.5.
All right, Auburn minus 4.5. And Tanner University plus 3.5. American
genius.
I can give you one more. Let's put my money where my mouth is. Oakland minus 7.5 over Green Bay. Over the Fighting Gods.
Somebody's got to take them.
Yeah,
somebody's got to take them.
I got to do it. I got to put my money where my mouth is. So,
okay, I like it. There. That's for those recapping here. Scott's picks are Utah State plus 2.5, Auburn minus 4.5, American minus 3.5, and Oakland minus 7.5 there. So I like those games. Alan, what we got?
I'm gonna go Clemson minus 6.5. Texas Tech plus 4. Texas Tech plus 4.5.
You know, Alan, you talked me into betting that game. I'm going to bet that game. Texas Tech. I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm going to take it.
So yeah, Clemson minus 6.5. Texas Tech plus 4.5. Let's see. I was thinking something, but you know what? This might be a wing it, but I'll go over because Tanner kind of convinced me on this. I'll go over the total Alabama, Tennessee.
What did I say? 159.5 on that, right?
159.5, yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And last one, I'm going to go. It's all the way down here at the bottom if I can get down here.
It's a scroll.
Yeah.
It's a scroll.
Last one, I'm going to go Grand Canyon University minus 1.5.
Minus 1.5. I know. I got to scroll down on mine too. So
there's only like 150 college basketball games today.
Yeah, you know, it's just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Time to lock it in, guys. We're going this American Colgate game. We're taking the over 140.5 in this game. I know I'm kind of doing what you're doing, Alan, a little bit here because there's a lot of games. There's a lot of games I want to bet. There's a lot of games I shouldn't bet, but I probably will in the end. And you already got Clemson. I won't double down on Clemson today, but I do love that bet. Extremely love that bet. A lot of the stuff for me is kind of towards the evening slate. I just want to make sure I don't miss nothing here. Mississippi State minus 12.5. They're at home, so against LSU. Love that game. I love the over on that. So I won't double down there.
Oh,
why?
God.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Alan knows exactly why I'm saying, "Oh God."
You're talking about LSU?
It's the Jonathan Grisham revenge tour.
I don't care. That's bogus. This team sucks. This team sucks. I'll say it to him when I talk to him. I'll actually put it on the chat.
They stink.
I will. I'll tell him that.
Hey, weren't they calling you a bonus bet yesterday, Tanner?
Yeah.
LSU
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
You got it. I did all three teams you told me. So
yeah.
Houston minus 13.5. Creighton money line at plus 120 against Xavier. I know they're on the road, but that's just silly. That's just silly in that game. Then we'll pop down here really towards the evening slate. Gosh, there's like 4 games I like a lot here. I just don't know which way I want to lean. I want to give you guys one more good one. Man, I want to do it. Yeah, we're going to have a little fun with this one here. We're going to go
Mercyhurst.
We're going to go Zags, San Fran. We're going to take the over at 157.5 to end the day. So
Boy, we're all invested in some late night basketball games tonight. Gee.
We are.
Thank God we got on the mat tonight, Scott.
Oh, I know. Alan will be having the
all
Grand Canyon game off the side during the mat tonight. So
You know what? And it's going to be funny because we're both just going to watch Hawaii for the hell.
I know. I know.
Let's stick with basketball here. There is the women's side today. There are some lines that have dropped across the board there. Do you guys have any locks here for the women's side?
1, UCLA -4.5 over USC tonight. Revenge game. UCLA was number 1. USC went and knocked them off, or they went to USC. USC knocked them off. I think UCLA gets revenge tonight. So I'm going to take UCLA -4.5.
That was the one I was leaning on too.
Yeah. In the last women's basketball game of the night. So.
Yep, it's a late one. So.
Yeah.
Alan, anything for you?
I'll go West Virginia -15.5.
Ooh, the 1 o'clock slate one. Okay.
Cincinnati's not that good.
Even though West Virginia's on the road?
Even though West Virginia's on the road. I may regret it later, but.
Keep in mind, the men's college slate today, that's the women's college slate tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of regular season for a lot of schools. So there'll be a major amount of women's games tomorrow. So I'm sure I will find a few tomorrow. So
I like it. All right, cool. We locked in our college basketball picks here. Let's switch it up here. I know you guys are big baseball guys here for that side. I generally don't follow too much baseball enough to be confident in locking bets, but that's why I got you guys. So what are we looking here on the college baseball side that we like?
So I got two locks, and then I'll give you a bonus bet thing for your thing. So my first lock is Ole Miss and Vandy. These are all money line parlays.
In Vandy, okay.
Ole Miss and Vandy. Second locking in is Arkansas, Coastal Carolina, and Virginia Tech.
In VTech, okay.
And then the bonus bet for you, Tanner, is UC Santa Barbara, Arkansas, and LSU.
All right, hold on. Are you locking that in? Is that
no? That's the bonus bet that I'm giving you.
Yeah, so. That is. Hold on. You said UC Santa Barbara.
Yep. Arkansas.
Okay.
And LSU.
Okay.
LSU. Going back to the what with LSU. So.
Yeah, definitely. No, appreciate that because you got to get that in. And
you mean nope?
I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole, sir.
I bet LSU they win, Allen. You bet LSU you hear the wrath of Jonathan Grisham. So
yeah. Man, it's not lying.
He's not.
No, SEC college baseball. Anytime they play non-conference SEC games, you always want to bet on them. As we said on Wednesday Night Baseball Show, the SEC baseball is so good right now, and there's so many good teams. So, any chance you get to lock them in, you lock them in. So,
okay, I got it locked in there, and I got my bonus bet in now. Okay. So, thank you for that.
Yep.
Alan, what do you like, man?
So my parlay here involves 2 Oklahoma teams, but
jeez,
you know what? I was thinking about this. We're gonna go all Oklahoma today. I'm gonna go a 3-team parlay: Texas A&M over Oklahoma State, Dallas Baptist over Oral Roberts, and Oklahoma over Cal State Northridge.
Is Oral Roberts in Oklahoma? Or is that why you went Oral?
Tulsa, yes.
Okay, yeah. All right. Okay.
It's in Tulsa, right next to one of the casinos I go to.
Oh, that's where Bill Self started his coaching career, I think, isn't it?
River Spirit, yeah.
Oral Roberts. Okay.
And to be fair, I didn't know that till like 2 years ago, so I had no idea.
Oh, really?
I've lived here all my life.
Where is this Oral Roberts? I have no idea where.
We always go to
Oral Roberts, I believe it's the south side of Tulsa, I want to say.
Yeah, it's on the southwest side, right off the river. So there's a casino there that we go as the Buffoons. down that way. Generally, yearly, we go to downtown Tulsa, go to the breweries, and then we stay at River Spirit Casino, which is right there, off the river, across from the campus of Robert Morris. But we
really?
always go during the time when there's no freaking baseball or anything else going on for Robert Morris. So why would we time that out correctly? I don't know. But yeah,
Oral Roberts, not Robert Morris. Robert Morris.
Robert Morris. You know what I mean. Oh, Roberts, yeah, or Roberts. So why would we time anything out correctly? So cool. All right, is that your final parlay?
Yep. Dallas Baptist, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M.
I like it. We are locking in those baseball picks here, guys. Did you guys know we're what are we? 27 days away, 26 days away from MLB regular season.
Is that the Dodgers Cubs or is that the full schedule? Because the Dodgers
It's
Cubs
probably the full schedule because I think Dodgers Cubs is like in a week or two.
They play in Japan.
They play in Japan, yeah.
So yeah, MLB start date. Let's see here. I don't care about your stupid spring training games. Oh my lord! All right, look it up.
So I already
opening day. It's March 27th. So I was close. March 27th.
Dodgers Cubs are March 27th. Is that?
No, this will be the opening day.
Oh,
so that's serious, but yeah, the opening day against the White Sox.
So the Saturday, there's a win. Saturday before that Japan game, I'll have a bet. I already have one written down, so I'm just waiting for the books to pop it up, and then I can bet it. So
I like it. All right, let's move to our NBA slate here. A lot of drama going on NBA wise. A lot of teams that have been up and down. Detroit finally lost after 8 games to Denver yesterday. Denver's on the road. Can you do on that? And by the way, there is a trend out there. If you guys looked at it head to head wise, Denver owns Detroit. Plain and simple. They own Detroit.
They do.
So I was betting the other streak. Obviously, I was betting the win streak, and Detroit was at home. But Joker's Joker. He comes at it. So but we got some good matchups here today. I think the bettable matchups as well for today. What do you guys like here in the NBA slate today?
I love Golden State against Philadelphia tonight. It's the nationally televised game. Philadelphia is basically, for better lack of a better term, tanking to keep that protected pick. So I'll take Golden State minus 8.5. With Jimmy Butler there, they played a lot better. So I'm going to buy into it tonight. I'm going to say Golden State minus 8.5. And then I have a couple of play props with that game. With something else.
So the props for the end here of NBA. Yeah. What else we like, Alan?
I like Detroit minus 11.5 coming off a disappointing loss to Denver.
You said it. Detroit minus 11. How about that?
Awesome. And it's like you said, Tanner, they do not do well against Denver. They're coming off a bad loss. They're going to be at home against a Brooklyn team that, while they can be scrappy at times, they're not that good. And you're only a half game behind the Bucks for the 5th seed, I think. So you're definitely want to keep pace with that. So I like Detroit minus the 11.5 tonight, or the 11.
How about
I think they're gonna have a big bounce back game tonight at home.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you on Detroit too. I think a team that you should want to throw some money down on is Memphis at home against San Antonio minus 9 on this one here. I mean, what else can I say? This San Antonio starts off hot generally in the first quarter and a half, and then they just tank. Because they have nothing else to finish the game with. They only got like 3 players, right? Truly there. And Memphis coming off a loss, I think yesterday loss. That's much needed here in this game. I also like Houston minus 5. I think Houston minus 5 is a nice little pick.
I was just looking at that.
What else we like? Anything else on the slate today before player props?
I'd love to take Dallas. I just can't. I can't do it. Milwaukee, Doc Rivers. I can't do it. The one thing I do like the under too. The one thing I'll caution people too. I've heard this philosophy over and over again. Charlotte has not been home since the All-Star break. They've been on the West Coast. They come home, and usually I would go the other way, but it's Washington, and I just can't. So
Charlotte's also a lot better at home.
yeah,
I mean a lot better at home.
yeah. Yeah, usually teams coming back on their first game at home after a long West Coast road trip kind of tend to struggle a little bit getting their legs back. But if it was anybody better than Washington, I would take that team, but I can't do it. I just can't. So now you watch Washington win by 20 today or something like that, and I'm kicking myself. But
right.
It's all right. It's all right.
I can't help you, Charlotte. I can't help you. I gave you some props here of being, you were on the road getting your, getting what kicked the entire time. Like I can't help you. So if you lose,
they're the last team to beat the Lakers.
Also, I was gonna say, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead, Scott.
It's amazing.
The last team to beat the Lakers, the Charlotte Hornets at LA. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Al,
Also like
saying?
that. I like that Memphis minus 8.5 too. No Wemby.
Yeah,
no Wemby for the Spurs. Grizzlies are trying to keep pace with the top teams in the West. I like that 8.5.
Yeah. I don't mind it at all. So, all right, guys. I know we locked in some bets. Scott, you have a player prop. You want some player props you want to drop?
I got two with the same guy. Cade Cunningham of the Pistons. He's been really, really good. So I did a Cade Cunningham double minus 110 on DraftKings. So I'm going to lock that in.
Okay.
And the other Cade Cunningham one is over 9.5 assists at plus 105. He's been an assist machine lately. So I'm going to ride the wave with him.
I like it. All right.
So those are the two I locked in.
Okay. Any props for you, Alan, or are we good on the spreads?
I'm good with the spreads for now.
Yeah, I am right now as well. So
as we get closer to game time, I might take a look at Sabonis's rebounds and see if it drops. And then if it's down to like 11.5 or something, 10.5, I might go over on it, but I'm not touching it right now.
Agreed. NHL we have going today as well. What do you guys like on this here? I've hit a couple parlays recently this past during the week here, and it's usually a three teamer and we're 4-teamer. Actually last night we're hitting some parlays, but what do you guys like today here on the NHL slate?
I got 3 sides. Penguins are playing the Bruins. We'll lock it in. Penguins are playing the Bruins. Bruins have lost 5 straight. Bruins have no interest in winning. They're not even going to make the playoffs. I asked Jim if he thinks it, and he agrees with me. So I'm going to lock in the Penguins, the Florida Panthers, and the Winnipeg Jets. And I bet those single, and I bet them a parlay as well.
Okay.
So I did both ways with them.
Okay.
Florida is about ready to get it going here and go on a long winning streak, I think. And I think it starts today. And Winnipeg's got Hellebuck, and Hellebuck's been great. And in that 4 Nations tournament, he was awesome. So I think he's on another confidence level right now. So those 3, I'm going to lock in.
That's actually what I got. I mean, those are my not Penguins, but Panthers Jets at least was.
Jets. Yeah.
I think the other one I kind of like here too was Islanders under 5.5 goals. Was one I was gonna lock in as well.
Who they playing?
They got the Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Nashville's on the road, so I like the under there. Trying to see here. There was one more I had. Where are you? Oh yeah, the Utah. Utah here are you? Not Utah. Yeah, there it is. Utah's at home again, but I like the Devils to cover to do the plus 1.5. I think it's plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5. Yep.
Yeah. So Utah finally broke open their spread of minus 1.5 for the first time in like 6 games against Minnesota the other night. I don't see them actually, making that a streak. So give me the Devils plus 1.5 on that one. So those are my locks here for today on the hockey rinks. Alan, do you have anything hockey wise?
Yeah, I like the Devils too. I'm also gonna go with Anaheim, the Ducks. And last one, I'm with Scott. I like Winnipeg.
Yeah, the Winnipeg is really nice here on this line.
Edmonton looks enticing to me. They're plus 1.5 against Carolina.
I saw that too. I got a lot of stuff pointing though towards Carolina. Oilers are 1-5 against top 10 scoring defenses, so I'm a little cautious about that in range. So yeah, I can't hit it. I mean, maybe the plus 1.5 puck line, but I can't bet Carolina the money line.
The thing looks. I can't do it. Edmonton screwed me twice. I can't do it. I can't. Do it. I can't.
I like it here, guys. What else I know now it's hockey bets here, but what else do we like today? Is there anything extra out there that we haven't covered?
I have golf picks. I have three outright picks that I did before the tournament started that are still really good priced, and you can get Daniel Berger 6-1 outright winner. This is Cognizant Classic. Michael Kim is like 11-1 outright winner, and Jake Knapp is like 5-1. So those three, I'm not going to lock them in. I'm just leading people there.
No. Yeah, I won't lock them in.
Daniel Berger, this is his home course. He's 1 shot off the lead. There's like 6 guys within 2 shots of the lead. So those 3 guys are in that group. So I like those 3 guys. And then women's tennis, Emma Navarro, money line to win her match today, go to the final in Mexico. So those are ones I like. No, not lock in, but I keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them because the longer these guys stay in the lead pack within 2 shots, the less your price is going to drop, and then you'll be down to a minus figure. So get them today. Don't put a lot of money on them. I only put $5 on each one beginning of the tournament. But Daniel Berger wins. I'm going to make like about $95 on a $5 bet. So
okay, sounds good.
I just threw it.
Alan, do you have anything extra? Are we good?
Nah, I'm good.
No,
come on, give me your elimination chamber picks. Come on. You said it last night. Cena's minus 2,000 to win the elimination chamber.
Minus 2,000.
Something like that, yeah.
I won't lock this in, but as kind of a thing to throw out there, I believe CM Punk is like plus 550 or 530, something like that, to win the chamber. I would throw a little pizza money on that because I think he has a good chance to win tonight.
So this is what I'll say really quickly. Cody's going to decline Rock's thing tonight. You know it's going to happen. Cody's not going heel right now. At WrestleMania, whoever wins the elimination chamber will be Rock's guy. So when you bet it, bet somebody you think could change, like John Cena. Well, you can't bet Cena minus 2,000, but could CM Punk change? Absolutely.
All right.
Could Logan Paul? Yes. Drew McIntyre?
I kind of threw this out there with Sam on Tuesday. I think if they do have Cena win the chamber, I think Punk uses his favor to get in contact with The Rock, and he becomes The Rock's champion and gets into that main event.
Which means it's a 3-way at WrestleMania. Yeah, I would agree with that. That's a strong sentiment. I believe that.
But it's wide open as far as who could win this chamber. I think it's either down to John Cena or CM Punk, I believe. Gotcha. The others, I think they're going to be more focused on other things. Seth's going to deal with Roman. Who knows what Damien and Drew are going to do, and Logan Paul. I don't think they're going to put Logan Paul in a main event. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Rumor is Roman screwing Rollins tonight. That's the rumor. So that'll set up WrestleMania. And then on to college basketball today, a lot of live in-game betting opportunities. So
Yeah,
Make
there
sure
we got
make
it.
sure-
11 o'clock still started, guys. It is underway. So, all right, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be talking more college basketball. We're talking more college baseball. We're talking more NHL, more NBA. It's just what we do. It's just how it is here. We'll have a slate for you guys tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys tune in about the same time, 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock Central, somewhere in the range. We'll try to get there before the 11 o'clock games drop. So everybody have a great sports day. Have a great betting day. Hope you win. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow us here on the Raccoon Sports Hub, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
Go
See you
Tigers. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.